people rarely hold their religious beliefs in a vacuum, unconnected with the rest of their lives. Like, for real, I'm telling you for real. Like, someone goes to church or goes to the mosque or goes to whatever place you go for your religious, all that, but you find them totally like they do not, they just go because they go, they've made it a ritual, they've made it like a taboo for them. I don't know if I'm using the right words, but they've made it like I would say in a habit in every person's understanding, like it's just a habit to go to church. But then whatever they listen to, whatever they see there, they don't actually relate to it. It's just somewhere in a vacuum. They don't understand how I lewi, but hawataki hata kuuliza, you know. So, and new experiences also leads to changes in belief, you know. By the time unaanza kuuliza or unajaribu kuinteract na wase ama experience a lot, you know, utataka kuuliza a bit here and there, na unajipata kama perhaps kama ulikuanga wa this and that, unajiuliza mbona nafanya hivi, mbona tunaenda hapa. If it doesn't really make sense, or if it does make sense much to you, then it leads to new changes of belief. It could either withdraw or even be higher. You get higher towards your belief, you know. Another thing I would like to maybe like say is that blood, breath, and milk are natural symbols, which are like left and right, head and foot, death and death. These carry social meanings, you know. I'm saying this because these things are so deep that we understand all this if we understand our body very well and realize that how we are told religiously that our bodies are church. If you realize how the arrangement of a church or any other thing that is related to like God is arranged, then you would understand what they mean by our body is church of Christ, the knowledge of Christ. If you understand the knowledge of Christ, here is an attempt to understand what kind of body symbolism are used in anyone's culture. You know, culture is just like different people have different cultures, you know. Ina depend unatoka wapi. Like hapa Kenya tuko na culture yetu, tunapenda like mathri, nganya inapiga tu ngoma, huwezi get your place ingine, ni fresh tu kaa yetu, you know. So what I'm trying to say is that body symbolism is used also in any other person's culture in one way or the other to explain kama venye ukitaka kujua uwezo wako. I'm just trying to decode these things because we need to understand a lot in one way or the other, and that is why you're seeing this here with me. I have a chessboard, and this chessboard I would like to maybe relate it with the most biggest body part of our discussion today. I would like to dwell on the brain part, you know. I would like to relate the brain and God and the social context of it. You get what I mean? Between the three, I've said I would like to relate our brain, the person, the physical, with God, our creator, and I would like to also relate it with our environment, the social context. Okay? So when I use this board here, this is a representation. This is just symbolism, like I have said. Symbolism is symbolism. It is used everywhere. It only takes for you to understand. So this is one of the symbolism, and it is in form of a game. Every person knows this. It's called brain chess, particularly. Actually, that is why I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain this mada ya leo. Maybe nataka kujaribu kuexplain part ya brain yetu. Nataka kuonyesha tu venye brain yetu tumeumbwa na ni software gani iko ndani ya brain yetu, you know, the software that has been placed in our brain. So the arrangement of the characters wa chess ni more of kama software yenye iko arranged in our brain, na ndio the same arrangement yenye imetumiwa kwa social context ya kutengeneza, like tuseme the most well arranged social context mostly in our era right now is the government, formation of the government. You know, it is one of the best arranged organization, formation of it. Ndio maana unaambiwa like, you know, gava bro, system yake huwezi crack. It is the same thing. It is the formation that we are created with. That is what I'm just trying to decode right, you know. So if you're joining us today, my name is Odworo Nyango, and this is D.T.M, Decoding the Mindset. Decoding the Mindset. So enjoy na mimi tu mazee. Hii environment iko tu so cool. Unaweza sikia nyonde wanalia. Niko kinda of Ocha. Unasikia tena kwa barabara. Niko hapo karibu na highway. So thank you so much for joining me today. So before we go on so much, hii ni board na ni chessboard. Chessboard, I guess if you understand chess, it will be a bit easier with this all explanation. But kama hauelewi pia, ni sawa, utaelewa in the long run. Hatuko hapa kujua kucheza chess, but no, tunataka kujaribu kutafuta concepts na venye brain yetu, na God, na environment yetu tuko related. You know, when kuna day nilikuwa na jaribu kuintroduce hii channel nikisema D.T.M ni decoding the mindset. Decoding the mindset inamaanisha kinda of kujaribu tu kusuluhisha zile vitu zinajaribu atuelewi ama I don't know whatever it means in Kiswahili bro but ni sawa. Umeelewa, you know. So kwa chess kuna arrangement ya hizi stuff na iko related to our social context venye social hierarchy yetu. So allow me, I do not want to be political. Mi sisemi ati nataka kuget kwa mambo za siasa or something. No, I just want to take the context. This is just an analogy. We are trying to, in one way or the other, try to teach or share the word of God through different analogies and hypotheses. Okay? So hii analogy ni ya chess. So chess iko related na gava. Nimesema gava, it is one of the most well-formed social organizations. You get what I mean? The formation of the government. So we have social context. Naturally, we have 4 social classes. So 4 social classes, these are very natural from the creation of them all. So it's for you to identify actually what are my qualifications or what are my qualities as just a person that would place me in what social class do I fall under. You get? And then from there you can also, you know what, be watching us every day to know how we can apply these things, to know how to realize ourselves and know how to realize our potentials. Everyone is a creative. Let's dive in it. So, social classes of men. We have 4. 1, we have spiritual leaders. You can write. You can write these things if you like. You know. 1, we have spiritual leaders. Spiritual leaders. 2, we have military and the administrative part of it. The administrative and military. These are the second in the rank. And then 3, we have the merchants and the farmers. These are the businessmen, the farmers, they feed us and all that. You get what I mean? 4, we have the laborers. Laborers. These are the, you know, the working class. The working class. It is also very, very natural to fall under this class. But again, it is not natural to get yourself under this class or any of this class. You must have actually sat down and try to identify yourself. Sometimes it is by grace they come to us. Sometimes it is by reading or by training. You get training, reading, all the same. So sometimes it's by grace of God. You understand what social class do you belong to. Or you go through training and then you identify what social class do you belong to. You could be a business person. Or sometimes by training, you automatically become, you know. Our minds can juggle. We are very flexible beings. So through knowing all those 4 social classes, then we have also the software of the brain. Now we come to us. We come to us. You get what I mean? We come to us. We come to us. I said we would like to learn between our social context, like mazingira yetu bro, you know, the surrounding where we live in, like kama Kenya or whatever space you are in, kama uko kofe, kama uko biz and all that. I know there is one way or the other utarelate stuff na place yenye tu uko, like your social context. But this nimeichukua so broad, nataka kujaribu kuexplain na venye kila mtu anaelewa, because if anyone is najua inaonekana na wase wengi, so I decided to take the part of formation of the government, the hierarchy, and match it with the social context. We could break that down to the level of me and the family level from where you come, you know, that arrangement. You get what I mean? So we have here the government. This is the formation of the government, just as we have said. Leader, spiritual leaders. Spiritual leaders here fall under, like, we have the philosophers, we have the bishops, we have teachers, we have writers, we have novelists, we have numerous people. We have psychologists. We have so many people here, you know. But then in that line, I guess you understand me, in that line. And then here we have the administrative part and the military, falling the second in the rank. You get what I mean? Second in the rank. So here are the government. We have the cabinet. Here, the people who run the government, people who run a country. You get what I mean? That is why I have decided to use that formation, because I guess it is the only organization that I think, I don't know. I'm using the word organization because I find it so enclosed. I'm trying to enclose these things here so that we find to understand. Okay? Sisemi ati mi najua kuhusu gava ama mimi najua anything kuhusu hiyo gava, but najaribu kutumia tu knowledge, like general knowledge. Okay? So this is the government and the administrative part of it. And then third in the rank, we have the merchants and the farmers. These are the businessmen, these are the farmers who wanajaribu to feed and all that. And then kuna laborers. Laborers hapa hivi wako. Ndio wase wana, the working class, wanaendanga job and all that. Superb, hiyo iko tu sawa. You get what I mean? So we come to the brain now, inside of us. That is outside. Now inside of us. Inside of us, nimeanza particularly na brain, okay? Formation ya software ya brain. So hii ni king, we have the bishop, we have the knight, we have the rook, then we have pawns. So hapa hivi tuko na king. So king, tukitaka kujua kitu ni mbaya na hii arrangement ya hii board, I'm trying to tell you, it's I don't know, this game, I don't think if it's an African kind of found game, but sijawai Google. Please try to find it out so that tuambie mse mwenye alijaribu ku arrange game. I don't know. Ni sawa, hii arrangement iko tu sawa, but kulingana na hii context yenye najaribu kuambia, that is why it is called D.T.M, decoding the mindset. Decoding the mindset. We are just trying to sorry. We are placing things according to where they should be, you know. Tunarudi nyuma, like, you know, decode mpaka unarekebisha kila kitu and then unaenda. Ni kama kujaribu tu clear your way. You know how you get in a computer and then you realize there's a bug in it. And then you realize, I need to decode. You have to go back, like, factory settings and all that. And then once the bug is gone, you're clear to do your stuff. Yeah. This is now what we are doing here. We are trying to relate our social context with us, and then we decode, and then we try to now see if the nature will fall with us in place. So we come here, inside the brain. We are using symbolism, as I introduced, symbolism, okay? Blood, breath, and milk are natural symbols, which are just like left and right, head and foot. You get what I mean? That and death, they carry social meanings. just the same as our bodies. Why am I saying that and death? Exactly. Ulitoka mavumbini, utarudi mavumbini. Like, we need to understand, kwa nini tunatumia vitu zingine? That iko related na sisi. That is one thing for sure. Then, if we could say that is related na sisi, then how could we even just ignore of our social context? We need to read our social context and try to see how it is related with us, and if there is something that is wrong and we take advantage of such games that are just trying to expose stuff, then we will realize and we will go in another direction. It's a long journey. It's a long journey. So let's walk together. So here is the rook, the knight, the bishop, the king, the queen. The king has same characters as the side of the queen. So we could use this side, the left side of the brain. You get, this is the left side of the brain. This is the right side of the brain. Body symbolism. Body symbolism. The left side of the brain, the right side of the brain. So let's take this to be me and you. So this is my body, and this is the software. These are the softwares. You get? These are the softwares. I'm trying to make you understand the bugs that people put in our social context to try to delay us. Tujaribu kuelewa vitu. So, huyu tutamchukua kama spiritual leader, bishop. Tutachukua bishop kama spiritual leader. Tuchukue knight to fall under, knight will fall under administrative part, and the military. You know, these people here, the knight, they have a history in, they used to guard the palace of the kings in the days of kings and queens and all those people who are ruled by kings and queens. I say they guard the palaces of kings. You know, bishop, we know he's a spiritual leader. Bishops, they preach to us the word of God, and actually they're higher in the rank. That means they hold a higher power. They hold a higher power. They should be directly communicating to God. You get what I mean? So these are the bishops. The knight, we have said, they fall the second in the rank, and then we have the rook, the merchants and the farmers. These are the third in the rank, merchants and farmers. This is our software. Let me tell you why I'm telling you this. So, and then we have the pawns. The pawns here. Pawns are here. So if pawns are here, these are the leverer part of it. This is the lowest, the last rank of the social context, the social class. Okay? So related to our brain software, I'm telling you, fine. The brain part of it, spiritual leaders. Spiritual leaders, these are like the bishop, the novelist, the writers, teachers, philosophers, psychologists, professors, name them, all of them, you get. We relate them. But then, how do we learn them? How can we relate them with our brain? This is the most higher part of our brain. The brain that where we need to sharpen our brain with information. Information according to what we want to understand. That is how I'm trying to relate to you the social context plus the software that is put in our brain. That the highest level that of step in our brain first is the information part of it. You get what I mean? So you need to equip yourself with what? With information. With information. So we are trying to relate this character here with the brain. So we need to sharpen our brain because it is only part that actually is next to, I would say, in this context, to God. We could relate our brain with God. In one way or the other, I would like to say that we were created in the same image of God. That is what the Bible says. We were created in the image of God. and likeness. You get what I mean? So, and body symbolism, when I started, I said I would like us to relate us with God and our social context. So there are three: our social context, and then me, how I'm relating to my social context, and how is my social context and me and God, how do we connect? It should be an all-round thing. So let's connect these things, okay? So my brain, if this is the arrangement, so what does a bishop represent in my brain? In my body, you get, in my whole body. This is the brain part, you know, the brain part. The brain part is arranged in this manner. Also that the bigger part of the brain, the first layer of the brain, or rather the most important part of the brain, is the information part of it that gets and stores and remembers. Just the memory part, which is your brain, okay? So it represents the bishop because it takes all the information. It's only your brain that can make you become a good writer, a song, you know, you come up with marvelous stories. You become a philosopher. You can be able to become a psychologist if you're of sound mind. You get what I mean? And then the second in the rank is the night. Is the night. So what actually in our body represents the night? It is we come outside. We come outside. It is our physical. It is our outside now. You see, what part of our body carries the brain? It is the head. We are trying to break these things down. We are coming to us. I explained the social hierarchy, the social class. I hope you understood. Nilisema huku kwa social tuko na arrangement ya leadership, natural arrangement of leadership, how it should be. We have spiritual leaders, administrative and the military. We have merchants and farmers. We have the laborers. You get? Tutarudi explain kwa social context. Achana nayo, that pause. Tutarudi explain kwa social context. Turudi kwa brain. Nikasema kwa brain kuna software, ama kwa mwili yetu. Turudi kwa mwili. Acha kwa brain. Turudi kwa mwili, explain brain. Or I could explain brain and then nisirudi kwa mwili. And then turudi kwa mwili baadaye. But let's explain kwa mwili and then turudi kwa brain. Sasa your arrangement. You know, tumeelewa. Spiritual leaders. They are the highest in the rank. Tulisema tuna assume king na queen. King na queen wana represent sasa. Tuseme hii part hata ifai kuwa like mi najihesabu sasa najaribu ku break down cause hii ni mwili yote, but najaribu kukuambia ni part gani, ni kiungo gani, ni gani na inafaa kufanya kazi gani, wakati gani na ni kwa nini. Unaona? So hii inafaa represent mwili mzima, no. Spiritual leaders, brain, military. So tunafaa kujua like kama brain yako iko sawa, what part of your body represents your defense, the defense part of it, you know, mwili yako na kila kitu, do you look good and all that, are you strong and all that, the military part of it and the administrative part, real reception nini. Umejua gavana inakuanga first in a country, first of all, before hata ucontact mtu yote. Gavana yako itanikubali kweli, because it's the face of a country, you know, your government. So it is the second in the rank. So, and then the merchants and the farmer, the resourceful part of your body. Where is the resourceful part of your body? Your stomach. Your stomach represents the resourceful part of your body. We said we are relating our body and our social context. And then I said we'll relate it with God also. You get what I mean? And then the pawns. The pawns are the laborers. What is the last part of your body? Your legs. Your legs, actually, they walk you. So here is some software that we are trying to crack. When you want to do something, can you ask yourself, how is the arrangement of my brain? How is the arrangement of my brain? First, the spiritual leader. Who's the spiritual leader in my brain, in my body? The mind, the brain. Do I really have the information that I need to do a particular thing? Fine. Um, mm, Perhaps yes, perhaps no. I need to be sure. I come to my social context. In the social context, what actually represents the spiritual leaders? I said we have the writers, the philosophers, all that. And what represents the philosophers and all that and the writers? We have books. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? Now you come, bado uko kwa hii point ya brain yako, una get ya mwili yako, uko hii part ya mwili yako ya brain, you get. Unajiuliza kama brain yangu haina information yenye nataka, so naweza pata wapi information? Cause kuna wase tu huacha vitu na alikuwa anataka kufanya but hajui kuna vitabu, like kuna vitabu bro, ama bado tu kwa social context. Kuna change in metaphysics. Metaphysics in this way. There were books, there were magazines, there were raised, kuna radio, and then now there is internet. Kuna change in metaphysics. Venye tumesema, new change in experiences lead to changes in beliefs. If you believed in reading books, you could change your mind in doing what? Going online and searching for information that you want. So, online also falls in that spiritual class. You get what I mean? So you ask yourself, if I do not know what I want to do and I do not see the book that I actually want to, then I could just simply go online and Google. It's in the same class, you get? And I give information to my head, to my brain, sorry, which is in the part of my head, up. Of course, my head is the upper part of my brain, of my body. Social context. Nimesema, social context is related to our body structure, you get. So it falls there, the spiritual part falls there. So you have read, you have seen, you have watched, unajua kenye unataka. Now the military and the administrative part. The administrative class is wako in charge of kupeana the administrative. You know what an administrator does. He just gives order to the managers, you get. He gives orders to the managers and does stuff and according to the instructions that he's got from the information, whatever he wants to make. You get what I mean? The administrative class. So you come and ask yourself, what's the most administrative part of your body? Then you say, perhaps your hands and all that. It is the defense mechanism. Am I okay? Am I well? With the information that you have, you ask yourself again, do I really, if I want to maybe go for boxing, let's take this as an example. I want to go for boxing. Yes. Do I have the tactics and the analytics of boxing? Yes or no? No. I read, I Google, I browse and all that, you know. Now I have learned. I know the analytics and the tactics of boxing. And then now I come in the second part. My body, my hands, you know, my physique and all that. Am I good for boxing and all that? I say no. What can I do? Again, I come back. You get what I mean? I come back and inquire my brain. Do I know? No. I go, I see how the exercise I can do, you know, my body physique comes good and I become flexible. I'm a boxer. I'm a good boxer. You know what I mean? My physique is good. The third part of it. If I'm good now, well, okay, I come to the merchants and the farmers. Merchants and the farmers, we know that this is the most resourceful part of our body. You get what I mean? In this relation, I would actually come now to the social context of it. You get? When I was in the physical, I came to the social context again. I said, in what way what are the places that I can make my body or my physique good? The gym. I went. I found out the gym with my brain. You know, it trickles. It starts here and then it comes here, and then now after I have done all that, my physique is good, I come to resource part of it. The resourceful part of it, I'm okay, I have eaten to go to the game, but then do I have the resources and all that I need to, you know, go for this game and all that? I check, I have this, I have that, I have bought this and that. You know, money, if you don't have money, you look for sponsors and all that. Once you have all that, the resource part of it now, you say, fine, I'm here. What do I need to take myself to the game? You go to the labor part of it now. Now you are a boxer. Now you are ready to labor. You get what I mean? You are ready to labor. That is the process that is followed. I mean, we have explained this, and I hope mazee umeelewa. Kama wewe uko hapo hivyo nje in whatsoever thing that you do, I want to believe that we have tried to explain these things in very simple language. And thank you for watching us, and welcome to D.T.M, Decoding the Mindset through Word of God, or through our day-to-day life. We are trying to understand God. And one thing I would like to say that don't forget to pray, because in one way or the other, it does not just stop from at reading. You pray, because there's a higher power that we all that we all came from. We just didn't find ourselves here. If this software is there, then there is someone who set this software there. So the trick is this. The trick is this. Let's learn this as we go. The trick is this. The reason why I'm saying you pray is because these people do not exist here. These are not part of the software. The software starts from here. The software starts from here. That's why I'm telling you, this game was rigged. This game was rigged. This game, it is rigged in one way or the other in this hypothesis. When I consider this hypothesis with this symbolism, then I would say this game is rigged when I want to relate it with the social class and bring the context of that into the brain. My name is Odwara Nyango. Welcome to D.T.M. Subscribe, comment, compliment, like, for this content or knowledge to reach so many people. If you wish to give us anything, any topic maybe to try to decode for you, we are trying. Tonight we talked about, today we were talking about the brain. We are just trying to decode the brain and relate it with our social context. So it is, my name is Odwara Nyango. Till next time, welcome to this channel, Decoding the Mindset. Till next time, thank you.